Welcome, friends, to Ignatian Inspirations. St. Ignatius of Loyola, a mystic and the founder of the Jesuits, was born in Spain in the year 1491 and died in Rome on 31st July 1556. We learn many inspiring spiritual insights from his personal experience of God. For St. Ignatius the mystic, his relationship with God is like that of a lover and a beloved. On 20th May 1521, at the age of 30, Ignatius, a worldly but a brave soldier, was wounded at Pamplona in a war against the French. It was during his convalescence at home in Loyola he began his intense spiritual journey with God. Ignatius had a profound personal experience of God's boundless and everlasting love for him. He experienced God as his generous lover who loved him unconditionally and bestowed on him numerous gifts, like the entire creation, his own creation as a dwelling place of God's temple, redemption, and other gifts particular to himself. He pondered with deep affection how much God loved him and had done so much for him. Here, he met his God as his faithful and generous lover and stood before him as his beloved in utter bewilderment, joy, and wonder. Deeply touched, moved, and drenched in God's infinite and unconditional love for him, regardless of his sinfulness and limitations, Ignatius quite spontaneously decided to reciprocate his love for God. At that moment, Ignatius became the lover and God became his beloved. This was how his entire life was a dialectic process of God being first the lover and Ignatius his beloved, and Ignatius being the lover and God his beloved. He would write to describe this particular spiritual disposition of his soul as a generous spirit ablaze with God, wanting to perform greater things for God. Genuine experience of God's love, in turn, makes us generous too, like Ignatius, a generous spirit ablaze with God.